All right. So in preparation for this trip, I'm obviously going to be taking a lot of cameras with me, which means I'm going to be taking a lot of batteries with me. So I need to be able to charge all that stuff and my phone and anything else that comes up. And this bike out of the factory doesn't have a USB power socket. You can buy one, but it's kind of a clunky looking one, and I found a thread online, which I'll link in the description, so I'm not taking any credit for this idea, but yeah, I did actually install one on my KTM, and I'm going to do the same on this one. So I'll show you guys the unit I've got, and it's just going to sit in the front cowl of the bike. It's weather sealed and everything like that. It has USB-C and USB-A, and it charges at like 36 watts, so it should charge the DJI Action cameras pretty quick and my phone pretty quickly. There was one up which is 65 watts, but I feel like that's going to be a little bit too much of a drain on the MT09, so we're going to go with this one. So firstly, I'll show you what we're going to be using. This is the unit I got. I got it from JCar. It was like $30 something. It's a PowerTech unit, and it has USB-C and USB-A sockets. It's all weather sealed and everything like that, and I'm not sure if you can see on the back there, but it has 36 watt output. And this is the unit here. It has this weather sealed cover on it. So if you just pop that flap open, you can see there USB quick charge 3.0 and a Type-C power delivery port, and it just has the terminals on the bottom, which it came with in the box. So yeah, it should work pretty sweet. The other reason I went with the lower output is because I'm planning on putting my TPX radar back on this bike. It's been sitting in my garage since I had my TUONO V4 factory, and I just never got around to buying a new wiring harness for it, so I didn't want this to be drawing a significant amount of power and then have like 2 USB sockets plugged into this and, you know, just overload the bike with power output. So I think that this setup should be pretty solid. Firstly, I need to get these cowlings off. There's just one Allen under here and one up here, and then it just kind of pops out sideways. So oh no, that's a push. So it has one Allen key and a push pin on the bottom. And then we'll just do the same on the other side once we've got this other Allen key bolt out. And there's 2 little push pins at the front, so one here and the same on the other side. And then that will should just be able to come straight off. There we go. You can see where the cowling goes. So the cowling just sits on the front here like that, and there's a bunch of empty space behind this section. You're just going to have to have a look where your tank ends, but it looks about here. So the unit will be sitting right in here like that. It's going to be a little bit tricky to see on camera, but if I drill a hole here, the unit should just fit nicely in there. I just need a 30mm hole saw bit now. These are all pretty crappy. So I only have a 32mm drill bit, but that should be fine. I've marked a little dot where I think it's going to work out. We're just going to have to cross our fingers and hope for the best. Luckily it's a cheap part if we screw it up. And there we go. Yeah, so that'll sit nicely in there like that. It is a little bit loose, but it covers it fine, so that'll be okay. But that's what it's going to look like. So you want to just make sure you adjust it so that the weatherproof cover can go on. So there you have it. We'll chuck it on the bike so you guys can see what it looks like. There's our plug. Now all we need to do is get the front headlight panel off, because the connector's just behind here on the right hand side of the bike. We just need to take those 4 Allen keys out, and then I need to take this silly mustache fairing off that gives me an extreme amount of downforce, clearly. This is just the eBay special one as well. It's kind of the copy of the Puig one, which is way more expensive. And then there's 2 bolts under here. I think these are here whether you have fairing on it or not. But this is just where the plate mounts on for that fairing, or wings, whatever. And then the headlight, you should just be able to pop it off. It's not hard to get off. There's just a cable on the left hand side here, so you want to be careful you don't break that. And then this unit here is where we're going to take our power from. This is just plugged into a dummy plug out of the factory, so there's no actual pins in here. It's just holding this plug. It's a shame I couldn't get the wiring harness for this. You can buy the harness that goes into this and then just has 2 bare plugs on the outside, but yeah, I'm just going to cut and splice into them. I'm just going to cut some of that wire, that sleeving back, so I can see it like so, and then those are the wires we're going to cut and then solder back onto the new unit. I'm going to cut them a little bit further back, so just in case I want to put this plug back on, I can do so. And I have the room now anyway, so I'm just going to keep this aside for a rainy day. So I just have this twin core automotive power cable. It just has the 2, positive and negative. It's a little bit thicker than I need, but that's going to make sure it doesn't overheat anyway. So there's my wires. I'm just going to cut them short. It is quite a bit thicker than this accessory. This is really thin accessory wire, so it's obviously not intended to carry a whole bunch of amperage, but it'll be okay. I'll heat my very well used soldering iron up. I'm not going to forget to use heat shrink on them as well. So I'm just going to put some solder on these wires. Probably don't take lessons on soldering from me. Of course, I ran out of memory card space on that one, but we've done it anyway. I've heat shrunk all of that cable in there. It's all soldered up. So on the other end, we just need to cut those and put the spade terminals on, because that's what's on the back of that thing. Chill over nice and tight. I'll put some tape around those as well, just to kind of protect them a little bit. Get some nice bright red tape around them, because that's all I've got. They're not going to be seen anyway. Alright, I'll grab our cowling. Is it even called a cowling? I don't know. This one's marked on either side, which is positive and negative as well, so I'll put them on the right way, like so. Right, now we should be able to test it. So with any luck, this is going to light up when I turn the bike on. Yay, it works. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to put the bike together now and we'll have a closer look. And we've got accessory power. I'll put my phone on the quad lock and see if it picks up a charge. Alright, so I need to get a shorter cable probably, but the reason I wanted USB-C is because I have the latest iPhone and that's USB-C, and the action cameras, my microphones, everything charges with USB-C, so having one of each is going to be really good. But if we turn the bike on, you can see it charges my iPhone, so good to go. I have actually picked up a tank bag. You can probably see it in the frame here, but I haven't got the mount for it yet, so I'll show you that soon when that turns up. And I also have that rack coming for the back, but yeah, I'm going to run the cables into the tank bag anyway so I can charge everything that way. But yeah, it's going to be great being able to charge everything straight on the bike without some kind of janky plug. Yeah, pretty stoked. So I'll see you guys in the next video anyway. Thanks for watching.